Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Girlie, and today we have a special guest, my friend, who's not with me.
Hey guys. Hey.
She's not with me physically because, but like, this is the next best thing. So today we're gonna be shooting my first time tag with my friend, and we're just gonna be answering a few questions, right? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am. So this is part 2 from part 1. I think part 2 should be a lot chilled, I hope. Anyway, let's get into it.
Part 1
let's
was
go.
crazy.
Yeah, part 1 was a bit of a problem.
Okay, the first question is, you're gonna love it. It's your life. Your first high heel.
My first high heel.
Do you not remember?
Like, do the ones that I was wearing as a little girl count? Like those little pink ones?
Your first proper heel, not like some, okay, not proper, but like, okay, those count. They count.
My first proper heel though would probably be maybe like a court heel from Mr. Price, because I used to wear them a lot for church, like plain black court heel. Yeah, that's my first proper heel.
Wow, that's so sophisticated. My first heel.
Yeah.
I was in a wedding, and I think I was like a flower girl. It was literally a wedge. It looks like silver. It looks shiny. Oh my god. It looks this high, but I could barely walk. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, my thing is, remember I didn't wear heels even in high school. Remember during like from 4 from 5 when people used to when we used to go out for like birthday stuff or dinners and parties, I was always in like pumps, sneakers, sandals. I only wore heels to church, and I think that's why my first heel is like a sophisticated, because I wasn't the type to wear heels for weddings, for nothing. I was never like a bridesmaid flower girl, so that I only wore heels to church. Yeah,
no, you did yourself a favor. My first heel is a mess. Oof. Your first car accident.
What counts as, I've never been in a car accident.
Like something small, even like just a bump or a dent. Because mine was a dent.
Okay, mine was a bump. Go in Game City, the parking lot. So I think I wanted to park next to a car, and I was just too close to it. So before I could even like park, I had a rigor. It was a mess. And I think the car was just like 2 weeks or something. I was so stressed. It was a Saturday morning, a random one. Like there was really no reason for that. I was so hacked. And to top it off, the owner of the car wasn't there. So I was like, oh my God, so now I have to wait. And I stood there, I waited with the security, and the lady did come through from the store. She's like, what's happening? I'm like, hey, I was trying to park next to you and this happened. And she was just like, no, don't worry about it. We'll talk and I'll let you know how much it's going to be. And I think I actually ended up giving her like 200 or 300 on the spot, actually, because she was just like, listen, you're young, I get it. Let me just get like something to go and top up. I'm like, okay, this is all I have on me. She's like, okay, cool. I was so hacked.
You're so lucky. You're so lucky. She was so nice. People are mean. Literally, my first, funny enough, it was in a mall also. So like, and it was like, I think a few weeks after I got my license. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So first of all, I'm driving a Hilux van, manual.
Why did you do that to yourself? I
literally drove that car for a good 6 months. That was my everyday car for 6 months. So the car in front of me was reversing. Actually, the car in front of the car in front of me was reversing to pack. So the guy in front of me started reversing. And I was like, this guy's getting close. Let me reverse. Kanti, there's a car behind me. Oh my god. Literally, because it's a van, the tow bar went, but I wasn't going fast, but the tow bar literally hit his car. Oh my god. And he was like being difficult because he was like, no, you need to pay me now. And then I was like, alright, dog, if you don't want to listen to me, I'm saying let's call the police. Wahana.
Yeah.
I'm saying, okay, give me your number or take my number. Wahana. So what do you want? And I'm like, okay, fine, sharp. Follow me home, because it was Hamwan. I'm like, follow me home.
Yeah.
let's go talk to the owner of the car, my father. We get here, my father's like, okay, no, sharp. He gives him his card. He's like, alright, you know where we live. I gave you my number. And then the guy was apparently he was like, when it was time to pay, the guy was busy saying the car hit the side of the door all the way to the back. And my dad was like, you're full of jokes. You're full of jokes. So my dad was like, come back when you're serious. He never came back.
Yeah. At least you guys didn't have to pay.
It was the smallest dent. That nigga was whiling.
No, he's mad.
I couldn't believe the code, hey?
No.
Okay, next question is your first big trip.
What's big?
Big is either the first time you traveled alone, or the first time it was like a long distance from where you live or something, or your most memorable trip. Your first memorable trip.
I'd say travel alone. The first time I ever went anywhere alone, though I was going to like not be alone at my destination, was probably Cape Town. Yeah, Cape Town. I went via Flight Connect. I took the bus to OR Tambo, and then from OR Tambo I flew to Cape Town International Airport. That's the one I remember. That was the first time I traveled far alone, and to a place I had never been before. Because the first time I went to Cape Town, I had never been there before as well. Yeah.
And that's why you love Cape Town now.
And that's why I love Cape Town, amongst other many reasons.
What was mine? Okay, but the first time was when I went to visit my cousin in Malaysia. I literally
I remember that trip.
I flew from here to Malaysia, but like I flew here, OR, Dubai, Malaysia by myself. I was there for a week. Like I think it was the first time I traveled alone. 2, I was away from home for that long.
Mm-hmm.
My parents were going insane. They were like,
why?
Like, are you, every day they were like, are you okay? Are you okay? Because I mean,
oh my god,
got out of the I guess they the house was more quiet because
yeah.
Going insane.
No, that's understandable.
I wanted to stay an extra week. They were like, you are insane. Come home. That was the best trip, guys. Any kid that went to Malaysia for uni, I understand.
Yeah, apparently it's a very fun place.
Next is your first fragrance.
Britney Spears, Fantasy.
What was mine? Mine was Rihanna. I forgot the name, but it's like the one in that black bottle. It was Rihanna.
Yeah, I know it. My mom used to love it for some weird reason. My mom was a problem.
My mother, your mother and me.
Yeah, the one that's like black and has the little black cord spiral, whatever. Yeah, she used to love it.
I still have the bottles. Next is your first time in hospital, besides when you were born.
First time in hospital, as in spending the night?
No. Just anything that was like your most memorable time. The first time you remember Horiano.
I don't have any. I mean, but if we're gonna stretch it, I think last year there was a time my tonsils were wilding. Like they were wilding. It was like a mess. Don't you remember there was a time I had to go to GPH and actually put like a drip, and I had to get meds via that. That was the first time I actually had to like do anything hectic at the hospital, and I was so traumatized. Cause every other time it's just like flu,
you're so blessed.
Checkups, tests, nothing big.
Yeah.
So I think that's the only time that I can remember where I was really sick, and I was just like, guys, inject me, do what you need to do, just give me something to stop this pain. Yeah, that's blessed.
You are blessed. The first time was probably when I was like 8. I had to get my teeth removed because like they rotted. What's the past tense of rot? I don't know.
Ma'am, listen, they'll get it.
Before they came out, so they had to take them out. That was my
before they came out. Before they were developed.
Like before they came out.
They were really bad.
Yeah, they rotted in the gum.
Oh shucks.
So they had to open
the gum. Was
it
painful?
They put me under anesthesia.
Ma'am.
Oh. Next, your first school. I guess primary school.
Crescent Primary School. My favorite school in the whole wide world.
Barber Primary School. Not my favorite.
Why are you judging me?
I'm not judging you. I'm saying, nah, Barber is not my favorite school in the world.
No, I really loved my primary school. Like, it's in my hometown. I mean, if I have kids one day, I really want to take them there. For some reason, I'm silly enough to believe that it'll still feel the same way for them like it was to me, which I highly doubt. But Crescent was really beautiful. Yeah.
You're so blessed. Baobab. Your first plane ride.
Plane ride. Probably Cape Town. Yeah. I was going to Cape Town.
Mine was, I was visiting my dad. My dad used to, like, he worked overseas for a bit, and I was a baby.
Yeah.
I wasn't even like one, so I don't even remember anything.
Where was he?
He was, I think, in the UK. Yeah.
Okay.
Your first real heartbreak.
Whoa, I need a drink for this one. Whoa, goddamn. My first real heartbreak, I think it was about 4 years ago. Yeah. It's so close. I mean, not to say that, actually, no. Listen, it's different, right? There was... I hate this game. I hate this question. I really hope nobody who's involved in this watches this video. I mean, I went through one as well, like 6 years ago, but that was very self-inflicted because I let go of a situation that I think I just wasn't ready for it. I wasn't ready to be in that kind of relationship. And in hindsight, I think I broke my own heart that way. But the real one, where I was in dust, was probably 4 years ago. It was just like wrong person, wrong timing. I had no business being there. Yay. Like, and I wasn't even dating this person, by the way. We were not even like official. So can you imagine a heartbreak that you're not even like officially dating, you're kicking it, but your heart is like, yeah, girl. Girl. And yours?
What was mine? Yeah, actually, now that you say that, there's two. Like, the first one was probably my high school boyfriend, because we were dating, like.
And we all love him. All your friends love him.
We were dating.
And we're always rooting for him.
Ma?
And we're always rooting for him. All your friends root for him.
No. Friendship.
Yes.
It's my childhood friend. Childhood friend. And then there was one, like, I think like 3-4 years ago. I had no business being with that man.
Yeah.
That man was nothing but chaos in my life. Hey.
Yep.
So guys, I was in the pit. You know the pit. Thank God. All I say, thank God.
Girl, we have healed. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, God is real.
God is good, honey. God is good.
Your first cell phone.
My first cell phone was a Motorola C115. It was this small. It was navy blue. And I remember we bought it. It was before Pick and Pay. It was before there was a Pick and Pay. So the shop was called Score. Do you remember Score? You know how all the scores turned into Pick and Pay?
There used to be one by North Ring.
I went to Score with my mom and I bought that little phone. I think it was 180 something. I still remember the price.
100.
And I was so happy. Yeah, it was like 180 something or 200 Pula Max. It was this small, really. C115, Motorola C115. You should Google it. That was my first phone. I was in primary. So cute. And you?
I don't remember what it was called. You know those Nokias? Like, not 3310, the bigger one. The one that was like had an antenna. That one.
Yes. What was it called? I can't remember. But yeah, I get it.
It was the one, like, my mom used to use it, and then she got a new phone, so she gave it to me.
Yeah.
Next, the first YouTuber you subscribed to?
I can't remember, hey. Like, a part of me wants to say Mihlali because I just used to watch, but I didn't understand the concept of subscribing. But I think there's a video where she explained it and she spoke about what it does for like a content creator. And unlike like the content creators that I used to watch that are based abroad, with her, I felt like, oh, so if we subscribe and we watch your ads, it actually helps you out and helps you get paid. Girl, I'm gonna hop on that and I'm gonna do that. So I think she was the first person I actually subscribed to and the first person who I sat down and watched an ad for. Obviously I do it with most people now because I'm like, get your money, girl. But yeah, I think it's her. And you?
My first was probably Jackie Aina, because that was the period in my life when I was getting over that demon of a man. So I would watch YouTube all day. So because she had been on YouTube for so long, she had so many videos. So I'd literally just watch her all day. I think I've watched all her videos at this point. So yeah.
Okay.
That was my first.
That's cute. It
was not cute.
Well, now you can say that.
Your first driving ticket?
Girl, it was in CBD. And I wasn't even driving my car. I didn't have a car at the time. And what happened is that, by Chicken Licken, when you're coming from Fego, that stop, there was a cop just by I-Towers. And this guy claims that I yielded. He says I didn't stop. So he wanted to, I'm just like, dude, I stopped. He's like, no, it was a yield. You were still moving at a slow pace. You failed to stop I'm like, what do you mean? And mind you, it was the first time I had ever borrowed a car. My license was still fresh. I was like, what in the world is this witchcraft? But yeah, that's my first driving ticket. And can I tell you, it was during festive. And I was just like, dude, do you want me to part with so much money during festive? Like, are you mad?
So sad.
He's like, no, you didn't stop. I'm like, dude, I stopped. He's like, no, you didn't. You know what? I just like, listen, it's not my car. The last thing I should be doing is arguing. I got my ticket and left.
Wow, that's so sad.
Yep. Every time I stop, I start stopping by the high court. By the time I get to the stop, the car. Listen, I don't play that game anymore. I'm still traumatized. I listen. And you?
I've never gotten one.
What in the witchcraft is this, Girlie?
Like ever.
You drive more than anyone I know. You're always driving up and down. What do you mean? Never, ever, ever, ever?
Like, I've been stopped and then the guy gave me a warning because I wasn't going super fast. I think I was 10 k's over the speed limit. So he saw my license.
How does it feel?
Yeah.
To be God's favorite. How does it feel?
Not on wood,
to be God's favorite? Wow.
God knows. Your first time generating your own money that wasn't allowance?
I actually generated before allowance. That gap between Form 5 and starting varsity, I was working, remember? I was a personal assistant / receptionist. Don't you remember? I worked.
I remember. God's favorite.
Yeah. So
God's favorite.
During the 8 months, I was working and saving. I was saving for a BlackBerry Bold 4. I was saving for what would be my first ever vacation. Girl, I was focused. I was a focused 18, 17-year-old girl. That's the first time I generated my own money.
Teach me.
And you?
I think my first time was I was working, these people that come take care of kids during a birthday party and set up and play games. So I used to work for one of my aunt's companies that does that. I was so tired. I don't like kids enough to do that job in retrospect. But yeah, that was probably my first paycheck, and it was I think the first time it was exciting. The second time I'm like, yeah, it's not worth it. I was like,
I'm out.
Yeah. Your first makeup item. I know this for you. Yours is lipstick.
Yep. I was trying to think, is it lipstick or lip gloss? I think it's lip gloss actually.
Yeah.
It was in high school, I think Form 1, roller gloss. Fashini used to have roller gloss. and I'd make sure anytime I buy like my stationery in Jan, I'd make sure, and I'd always buy my stationery in Game City for that reason, so that I could go to Foschini and buy the roller gloss. Girl, yeah, that's my first proper makeup item.
I think mine, besides like labello doesn't count. 'Cause I use labello, so mine was probably red lipstick. Yeah, it was probably red lipstick. Oh, actually, it was the chubby lip stain, Revlon.
The Revlon, right? Yeah. I remember that as well.
Your first car?
My first car was a cute little black Beetle. My little Sputnik.
Love of
my life. I'm going to look for whoever bought it. I need to buy it back. I really want my car back. It has so many cute memories. Don't you have good memories with it?
Memories? No, actually, the first time I drove your car, I was going through it.
What was that feeling?
It was the day I lost my car keys.
When we're at that other event?
Yeah.
So you drove it when? The next day?
I drove it the next day to go figure out how to get new keys made.
Oh yes. Oh shame. You see, so I need to buy it back so that you can create good memories around it. It was like a little cute car, and oh shame, I miss it. Like it was a little small black Beetle. It was everything I wanted. It had leather seats. It had a sunroof. Oh man. I mean, besides the fact that it was always giving me problems and I was always fixing something, I really miss it.
My first car is a Honda. Well, it's not the first car I drove, but like the first car that was mine. It was a Honda Fit.
Yeah. No, Fit.
No, I need to buy a new car because I'm tired. I'm tired of like the stereotype around it.
But you know, we love that car. Like in this house, we absolutely love that car.
I don't understand why you guys love that car so much.
We love it. We feel like whenever we drive it, we feel like it's our undercover. It's undercover. Like you're not expecting any one of us to listen. I love it. Love it. Also because of the color, it's very neutral. It's really undercover. Like it won't stand out and cause unnecessary undercover car. Love it.
Okay.
Love it.
Okay. First of all, I'm reading the questions that we got from one of our friends. That's why they're about to get messy. The first time you realize men are trash.
Hey, whoa, I wasn't ready. The first time, yes. There was this Botswana police force show that used to play every Sunday.
Yeah.
And there was a time, and I was in primary at the time, and the episode was on rape. And I was just like, what is this? What is happening? I was really young. I was just like, please make me understand. And basically, like, they were talking about what rape is, how to take care, what the victims go through, and that it's a crime. Like, it was the first time in my life I got to understand. Because it's like, so a man somewhere, I mean, not that rape can't go both ways, but we know most of the time it's one way. It's just like, so there's a guy somewhere who feels like it's okay. Like, I remember being so paranoid, and I was in primary. I didn't trust any guy that I didn't know. I wouldn't go to the tuck shop. Listen, like, that's the first time I was like, what? And I was really young.
I think the confusion you have is what I'm experiencing now, because I'm like, I don't understand. Like, so you just want to assault this woman? Why?
Yeah.
The first time was probably like uni, when I started seeing her. Okay, men really do not like. I think maybe it was because my personal experience with that demon. I was like, so you can just hurt people and move on with your life, and just hurt them forever, and you know you're hurting them, like.
Yeah. Oh, it just clicked who the demon is. I've been trying to wonder who okay.
Dark times.
Oh, okay, girl. Whoops.
Dark. And the last question is, your first messy Gabs encounter. I'm gonna kill this girl. After this, we're gonna go kill her.
My first messy Gabs encounter. What does she mean? Like, does she mean in terms of guys, in terms of friends?
anything, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, okay, to be quite honest, I've only had one messy Gabs encounter. I don't do mess. I think people know that about me. I don't do mess.
What was it?
I'm never in the space that puts me in messy situations. I had a falling out with an ex. Well, now it's an ex-friend. This person was my friend for a while, but we stopped being friends, and they said a lot of things as to what caused the friendship breakup, and I've never spoken about it. I've never clarified it. I've never explained my side of the story. The people that are close to me know the truth. This ex-friend also knows the truth. I know the truth as well, and I've never felt the need to explain myself. So yeah, I think that's the first time I was ever in a position where I was just like, wait, so this is how this town rolls. This is what people say about other people. This is the stories that people come up with, and this is the stories that people believe. It was literally the first time, and unfortunately for me, or fortunately, I was older. It was like I was older and I was smart enough to say, actually, I don't react. So there was never a confrontation. There was never a back and forth. That's the only time I've ever felt like this town or city, yes, the city. This small city can be messy. That's it, really.
What was my? Hey, actually, that was messy. Actually,
that was messy.
I don't like. Mine was, and the thing is, I think the problem with mine is it stretched over a long period of time. But like, the highlight was when me and someone didn't get along, and it was okay. Like, but like we didn't hate each other or anything. We just didn't get along. So the first time we were actually in the same place, not together, just in the same place event, it was a bit awkward and tense because like the whole tension, but it was fine. And then for some reason, I think towards the end of the night, liquid courage nyana, homegirl comes to me, she's like, she's like wants to pick a fight, and I was like, but why? Like, but why? And I was like, dog, okay, be mad, I'm sorry, bye. And that was it. Like, it was just why?
Come to think of it, you and I really are never in messy situations, eh? Like, not even just you and I, even like the other girls, like our other friends, we just honestly love us a good time. We just want to know where the drink's at, where the meat is at, where the good music is at, where the good, candid, real conversations are at, where the money is so we can work and make it, where God is so we can be one with ourselves. Like, we really don't do a lot of drama. And I think that's what threw me off the one time that I had drama to deal with, because there's a difference between having like a friendship that ends because, maybe you grew apart or you are different or you're older or there's distance. But that was the first time I went through a friendship that was somewhat dramatic, and I was just like, what is this? What is this? Like, when people were calling me and saying so and so is saying this about you, I'm like, what is this? Okay, so let the person keep talking. Like, I've never dealt with stuff like that where somebody calls me and say, oh, I hear you're not friends with so and so. Is it true they did? But I went through that. I was like, first of all, why are people calling me and asking me about this? I'm not the one who said it. Ask the person who said it. Like, I've never spoken about it. What is this? Like, my friends and I don't do such things. So yeah, that was a messy time. Messy. Mess.
So yeah, that was the last question. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining me. I think I have to go. Like, there's something ringing outside. I have to go figure that out. There's a lot in my life.
There's a lot happening in your lockdown life.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for tuning in, guys. Thank you for having me, Girlie. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys found it fun and learned one or two things that you didn't know about us.
Go check out part 1 on her channel. Don't forget to check out part 1. And yeah.
I think you need to be pointing this side.
Which side? I'm pointing this side?
Yeah, because in part 1, there's a time you were like, this girl, I had to cut that out because I was like, no ma'am, I was this side.
But you're this side on me.
All I'm saying is, do what you were doing. No, the first time. That's what you did yesterday. You should have done it the other way.
Okay. Go check out Kibalo's video. Bye.
Bye.